Well, apparently the Baltic states are scared to death of Russia. That's what the Pentagon's head of special operations said recently when he visited Lithuania. And we've now learned that over the past few months, the US has sent special forces to provide what the Pentagon calls a persistent presence in the Baltics. They'll help with CIA intelligence gathering operations and will help train local troops too. And there's long been this idea that Russia is seeking to destabilize the former Soviet republics, but it's kind of gone into overdrive now. The Baltic states have been buying double the defense equipment they were 3 years ago, and their shopping list is set to double again over the next 2 years. And it's something that's really being drummed into public consciousness there. Lithuania has updated its civil defense booklet that it hands out to citizens to include a guide on what to do in the event of a Russian invasion. So these US special forces are being provided to allay concerns in the region, and the concerns that have been made bigger as a result of the election of Donald Trump. During his election campaign, Trump said that the US should only help to protect the European countries that pay their 2% GDP into the NATO kitty, which the Baltic states don't. So they're worried that once Trump becomes president, the US might not be so keen to help bolster their security, especially given that he's promised to mend fences with Russia. So you've got the Pentagon and NATO keen to reassure the Baltics, and the number of troops is really quite illustrative. In the spring, NATO and the US are going to send battalions of around 1,000 troops to each of the Baltic states and Poland. And Britain, France, Canada, Denmark, and Germany are all contributing hundreds of soldiers as well. The Kremlin says that all this is aggressive and provocative. And moreover, Moscow has said that NATO's build-up in the region is really the main barrier to warm relations with Washington. Russia's been bolstering its own security there as well. In the autumn, Moscow moved ballistic missiles over to Kaliningrad and has consistently said that it has every right to conduct military exercises and to move troops and hardware anywhere within its own borders. So it's ratcheting up along that eastern flank, and the result is that within a couple of months we're going to see the largest deployment of troops on Russia's doorstep since the Cold War.